What's up, everybody? I got my beautiful daughter. Introduce yourself.
Haley,
Haley, aka
the executionist.
the Executioness. That's her nickname. Okay, so today I'm here with Haley. We're just gonna talk about life. Okay, so Haley, she's in school. What grade are you in? Tell everybody.
Third.
She's in third grade. What else? Tell everybody what you do. Tell everybody what's your daily routine, Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday.
Monday.
Yeah. What do you do?
On Monday, I go to school and then I get out to go to the gym and then I do MMA.
You practice MMA? Who's the coach? He's probably one of the best, right? He's probably really good. No. So Haley started training MMA with me, I would say consistently like 2 months ago. She's always been encouraged to participate and practice with me, but I never force her to do it. I always give her the option, right? So about 2 months ago, she started wanting to practice on her own. She has her own set of gloves. She had them with her. She wanted to participate when we started doing grappling, we started doing drills, we started doing circuit training, we started doing anything extra, like that involves physical activity. She seems to, she's gravitated to it. She wants to be in there. So we'll be doing a workout, and after class, she's like, Dad, we got to do our handstand push-ups, and we got to do crunches. So she's like constantly motivating me, right? So I'm glad that she's doing the class now on her own, but I want to know what brought her to the class? What made you want to join in on the class with Mom, with me, with the rest of your teammates there at the Strangle Cartel?
I don't know. I just felt like joining it to. I don't know. I just wanted to join it to have some fun and just participating into the stuff that I need to learn.
Do you see it helping you? Like, what do you see? Do you see anything different with you, or do you feel different? Has anything changed since you've been training MMA with us?
Not really. I think it just made me more confident to do more things.
More confident? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're always like the first one in there. You're always like ready to go, and then once everybody's done and tired, you're still like ready to go. It's pretty cool to see, right? Because she's definitely the youngest in the group. She's 8, and I would think the oldest person we have in our team is about 50 years old or so. So it's pretty cool to see her. She's the only child in the group, but she doesn't care. She'll get in there with the rest of us and train like the rest of us. And I do see the confidence. I do see that. And you just got your report card, right? What'd you get?
AB honor roll.
AB honor roll. And what else? What else did you get?
Perfect attendance,
right? So I mean, since you've been training, I don't know, the grades got back up, and then you've always had perfect attendance. So that's real good. That's real good to see. What else is any? Have you noticed anything else that's different, or anything else you want to share with us? No? Well, what else do you like to do for fun aside from train MMA?
Maybe just playing with you guys and having fun.
Having fun? But what's something that you like to do, aside from MMA, like your own, like something you like to do? Like, what do you do for fun?
I don't know. Probably just sleep.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I can name a few things that she does, but I want her to share with everybody what exactly she does when she's not at the gym with us.
I'll be on my phone.
Be on your phone.
Watch TV.
Watch TV. You probably help with your brother. Probably play with your brother. Take care of your dogs, your cat, your turtle. What else? What did you do today? Share with everybody what you did today.
I went to the gym and I trained more with jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
And I um, I rolled with 2 adults, 1 brown belt and 1 blue belt.
Oh, nice. So it was like an all-female open mat that we had at our gym at the Strangle Cartel. It was the RGV Jiu-Teras, I believe it's called, and it was a really cool event. It was our first time hosting it at our gym, and we had a really good turnout. There was a lot of higher-ranking women there. That I think the highest was a brown belt. There was a few purple belts, a few blue belts, and a good amount of white belts. And then Haley, and how many other kids your age were there?
A little bit. There are mostly white belts and color belts.
Yeah. No, but the 2 younger ones, how old were they? There was 2 young ones your age, right? How old were they? Or how many were there?
There were about, I think, 2.
2?
2, yeah.
So you got to roll with kids your size,
Yeah.
because you're always stuck rolling with us, and now we're gonna have kids class at the Strangle Cartel. So I'm sure you'll be eager and excited to go practice with kids your own age instead of always training with us, which of course I don't mind. I love having you on the mats with me because it's always so peaceful and relaxing. Now, how do you feel though when you're training with me, right?
I feel fine, and
Because you, young little girl, have been training with me forever. Forever since you were a baby. I've always had you next to me training. I won't go training without you. So it's kind of funny to see you now doing it, right? Like, I didn't want you to do it, but you did it on your own, right? You chose to join us, right? And it's fun. Like I've always said, it's fun. It's very exciting. It's different. You get a really good workout. You seem to feel better after you do it. You're much more calmer and relaxed. But then again, I've never really had issues with you having any behavioral problems. You're really very mature little girl. But it's glad that you get to have fun with us and join us, because everybody treats you like family there, right? Like, can you talk to us about how your teammates there at the Strangle Cartel, like how they are towards you, like how they treat you?
Yeah, they're like family, and they're like real kind, and it can be kind of like protective too.
Oh yeah, you know that, right? They'll do anything for you. You're like their little sister, or you're like their little daughter. That's how they treat you, right? Your brother too, right? They treat you all like family. So that's the welcoming community that we have. The culture that we strive to have at the gym is very family based. We're very friendly. We care about one another, whether it's the youngest 8-year-old or somebody that's more mature and more a little older. Like we want to make sure everybody's okay, that there's nothing going on. If there's anything going on, that maybe we can step in and help, or if they just need to talk to somebody, right? You know how I am. I'm always asking, you okay? How's everything? You want to talk? And sometimes we don't talk, right? Sometimes we'll just go practice, we'll just go train, we'll hit the bag, right? Or we'll do some drills and we feel a lot better. We'll get some exercise in and we feel better. But it's always good to talk. Have you had to talk with anybody lately?
No, mate. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Well, I got one for you. This is a good question. What would you say your goal is now that you're practicing martial arts with us?
Maybe to get like a few stripes or a belt.
Oh, okay. In jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
What about MMA?
Maybe.
Like any goals, like, or anything that you're trying to do or get better at, that, you know what, I'm going to I want to focus on getting better at that.
I feel like it would be like more jiu-jitsu than MMA.
More jiu-jitsu than MMA? I see you like being on the ground, right? Like, what do you like best on the ground though?
Probably because like every time I'm on the ground, I can just move around more and just yeah, like move around and yeah, like if someone is in the guard, I can just move around to get them off.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one thing that I like to do.
But do you like doing ground and pound or just jiu-jitsu, or you're just trying to get a dominant position and go for a submission, or are you trying to get a good position and start striking? What would you say you like better?
I think maybe ground pound maybe.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, I've seen you, Haley Ray. You throw some heavy ground and pound when you're on the mats, when the bell rings, and we say do some ground and pound. You got your gloves on, you're ready to go. I was about to say, you really don't do too many submissions. You're throwing up bombs. You're throwing up heavy shots from the ground for some nasty ground and pound, some elbows and everything, right? So, would you say that you're gonna stay with jiu-jitsu or MMA or are you just still gonna try it out? Because I know you want to play other sports, right? And we're not gonna force you to stay in the MMA. If you want to go play another sport, you know how I feel about that. We can go get you set up to go play those other sports. It's really ultimately whatever you want to do. I don't want to force you into doing this, and I haven't. You've on your own decided to join us. So if you want to go join another sport, I'm gonna have your back and support you 100%. But how do you feel at the moment where you stand with everything?
I feel good. That I think it just makes me feel more. I feel like it just makes me more strong and makes me more confident to do things when I'm there and when I'm not around there either.
Are you gonna stick with it, or are you still trying to go play? Like, I know soccer's like the sport that you really like, right? Are you still wanting to play that? I mean, I want to put you in that too, but you seem to gravitate right now towards being at the gym and going to MMA class, and now that we're gonna start having jiu-jitsu class pretty soon, we're gonna get you going with that as well. But which one do you think you're gonna want to do more, or is there one that you want to do more, or do you want to do both? That's another good question as well.
I think I want to do both, but like
Do both?
but the one that I probably just stick to right now, for now, is MMA and jiu-jitsu.
Here's another good question. Do you ever see yourself in the future, not right now, of course, right, in time, as time passes, right, when you get more experience, you start improving even better or even more, do you see yourself competing?
Yep.
Competing, like going against somebody from another school, another big tournament somewhere else? Yeah? Oh, that'd be neat, man. Yeah, because we'll get to travel. I remember whenever I travel, whenever I fight and everything, Haley always wants to know what hotel we're staying in, right? Why? Tell everybody why.
Because I usually like the pools and the elevators.
And the escalators, everything. We literally are spending the entire time with her in the pool or jumping on the beds and having fun. It doesn't ever bother me none because I'm usually right there jumping with her and having fun. But she makes my fight camps and the fight day pretty chill and relaxed, where I'm not beating myself up on ultimately I'm not stressing myself out about the job that I got to go do later that day. I'm chilling with my mini me and having fun and relaxing, right? So she calms me down. So it would be interesting to see how she would react to when it's time for her to compete. If she's gonna be all serious or she's gonna be silly and want to just have fun like me during the day, which is literally all I do. But how do you think you'll be? Like, let's say we got a competition this weekend. How do you think you're gonna be? You're gonna be all serious? You're gonna be relaxed?
Probably.
Because you've seen me. You know how I prepare for fights, right? You've seen it, right? It's sometimes serious. It's sometimes intense. It's sometimes chill, relax. It's easy work, right? Or however we say it, right? But how do you think you would be?
Yeah, probably serious, but like if like now when it's almost time to go, but like when I'm about to, I probably just like chill a little bit and then be real serious when it comes.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it goes.
You know, and it's funny because like whenever I fight, and it's at that point where like, are you ready? And are you ready? Fight. I'm super relaxed. I'm super happy. I'm super calm. I don't get nervous or tense or anything like that. Like at that point, once the bell rings, I don't know. It's like a huge transformation for me. So I'm wondering how it would be for you, right? Like it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited to see like how we're gonna get this going and see your growth and see how much better you're gonna get and the kind of woman you're gonna develop into over the course. Because what do you think, aside from getting stronger and having more confidence, what else do you see that the martial arts has helped you with?
Mm, um, things that helped me with being um, I think it's just that, just those two.
Because like you know how I am. Like I'm. You gotta have good discipline. You gotta have a lot of, you gotta be respectful. I'm pretty structured and real strict when it comes to my training, right? Like, I'm wondering if since you've been going to the class, you've seen yourself become a little bit more disciplined, a little bit. You show people more respect, or you appreciate things like a little bit differently, like when you're at school or whenever you're with your grandparents or whenever you're on your own, whenever you're like doing your own little thing upstairs, or you're um like whenever, how else can I do it, like do you ever see any of that come up in your daily life, or whenever you're out and about in school and with your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about that? Like what do you see, like what change or
A lot. Um, yeah, because there's a lot of changes when I'm with my friends too. So sometimes I tell them about that stuff, like with um, yeah, I'll tell them a lot about what we do, and yeah, I'll tell them a lot about the gym and about us doing all that stuff at the gym.
do they say anything, like do they think it's weird because you're like, they probably see you as like a, you're too girly for stuff like that? Do they say anything weird like that?
They usually just don't believe me,
Really?
especially when I say that you're a fighter.
Oh yeah, you told me the story. So nobody believe Haley's friends, when no matter how much she tells them to go on YouTube, her friends don't believe that I'm a fighter, right? That I'm a mixed martial artist, right?
Yeah, I've told them to go and search up that, but they wouldn't do it.
It's okay.
Yep.
You know, I don't really brag about it. I don't really boast about it too much about the fighting, because I am ultimately in it for the good of it. You know, the benefits of it, the health benefits, the mental benefits, the camaraderie, the friends that I make, the relationships that I build. I've met some very interesting people, both in the male and in the adult classes and the kids classes. You meet some really interesting people all from all over, and it's cool that Hailey will get to meet some new people and make some new friends. And like today, you made a few, right? You were rolling with everybody, or as many people as you could. Mom went to go roll today, and she made some friends, and it was her first time going to an all women's open mat, and she had fun. And it was ultimately Hailey that encouraged her to go, and it turned out to be a really good day for them. They both got some training in. They got to meet some new people. They got to bond with some of the teammates and found out some cool stuff that they didn't know before. So, in all, I think that's what it's really about. You know, the people that you get to meet and you get to help each other out, and at the same time lift each other up to be better. You know, because ultimately, I mean, what are your ultimate goals in life? Like when you get big and old, like Daddy.
Maybe to do fights like how you did, and like yeah, train more and probably um, try and do some fights and
So you definitely you're trying to follow in daddy's footsteps, right? But what else would you like to do, right? Like you finish school, go to college, get a good job. What are you trying to do?
I think like to become a teacher.
To become a teacher, right? Do you have any particular subject you think you would like to teach? Like what?
Probably math.
Math? Wow, daddy didn't like math at all.
Because that was my favorite subject.
Because math is your favorite subject. Yeah. So, would you like to teach like older kids, younger kids, kids your age, kids baby Ray's age? Oof.
No.
Yeah, definitely not baby Ray's age, right? Baby Ray's too young. I can imagine. It's pretty stressful, right? So.
Probably like kids my age.
Kids your age, elementary kids.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me. Getting a little late out here, but is there anything else you would like to share with anybody that you think they might maybe want to know? Like maybe there's somebody else out there that's in the same position as you. They're barely starting MMA or they're barely starting jiu-jitsu. Like what is maybe some advice you would give to somebody else that's in a similar situation like you?
Like I usually pretend that I'm actually like in actual ring and pretend that someone is actually the person that I'm fighting with in training. I pretend that I'm actually in the fight, and then I just fight them to like imagine myself that I'm in there, and also to be brave, to be able to throw your punches and strikes and whatever you need to do to take them down, or to not exactly hurt them, but like to
like defend yourself?
Yeah.
Like to protect yourself, right? So yeah, I'm pretty serious when I take the self-defense aspect of the training very serious, right? Especially, of course, she's my daughter. I would be not doing my job if I didn't show her how to defend herself, right? I know the world that we live in. I work at a detention center. I know what is out there, right? And I'm familiar with everything. So I encourage her to do it for protection, not because I feel she's gonna have to use it. My fear is that she might have to use it, right? And if that occasion arises, well, she will be well trained for it, and she'll be prepared for something like that. She won't be caught off guard, right? So it's very important to me that I think not just any child does it, right? But I would really hope and encourage families to bring their children in to learn some form of self-defense, because bullying, as we all know as parents, it's everywhere, right? It doesn't stop at the school. It can go anywhere, the workplace, other gym. I mean, anything you can think of, there's always going to be a sense of bullying somewhere, right? But I don't want her to fall victim to that, right? And she knows she'll speak up. She'll tell me, administration, if that is the occasion. But my biggest fear is if somebody places hands on her, well, she knows what to do already, right? Or she's gonna know, and she's still learning as we go, right? Because that's when somebody puts their hands on you, it's a different situation, right? You have to protect yourself, and she does. She knows how to protect herself. So I'm glad that she's learning this stuff. Again, I would encourage anybody that's maybe a victim of that, of any sorts, any sort of abuse. I would advise them to pick up a martial art, in particular, one that's you feel is, go try it out. Don't just sign up to any school. Do your research, do your homework, make sure the person or persons that are running those facilities have basically the credentials to be teaching you, and that it's not they're not there just to take your money, right? So I encourage, do some research on whoever it is that you're going to be practicing under. Make sure that they know what they're doing, and that they have good intentions, that they at least want you to succeed and become better. Because Hailee will tell you that's one of my main things. I want not just for myself to be successful, but I want my peers and of course my child to be successful, right? But my teammates, I always strive for them the other coaches that are at the academy. I want them to prosper and do well, and I'm always gonna preach that and pray and have that approach. Is I want not only myself to succeed, but everybody else to succeed. I'm gonna lift you up with me, and that's how I think we grow better and we become better people in all around, right? So I can't imagine what her at 8 years old, if she sticks with it for however long, 20, 30 years, what benefits she's going to have, the beautiful person she's going to turn into, right? Because she's going to have a whole different perspective on discipline, respect, honor, just structure. I mean, it's just going to be very exciting to see what the future holds for her, right? Because she's very bright. She has a very bright potential future coming because she's a go-getter, you know. She's gonna get good grades. She's gonna do stuff. She's always challenging herself. So I'm really excited to see you progress. And maybe this year we can get you into some competitions. We just got to figure out the schedule, and then we'll go from there, right? What else though? Let me see. You have school tomorrow? What's your week like this week? How many times do you think you'll train this week? Because your schedule, right? Because we got...
I think it would be like maybe about like 4.
4 days? Yeah, at least Monday through what? Friday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably take a break Thursday and then go back Friday. Maybe. We need to figure out. We'll figure out the schedule this week. But so at least consistently, you train at least 4 days out of the week. It's not bad for an 8-year-old. You get your homework done before class, before training, right? Sometimes, yeah. You getting sleepy too, Mama?
Yep.
Is there anything you want to say to anybody before we sign off?
No.
Nothing? You're too shy?
No.
And you're tired?
Kinda.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching and listening to Hailees' story. It is a good one. This was her idea to start doing this podcast, right? So I really wanted to tell her story. It's very motivating to see her, you know, take this journey on, you know, as far as the martial arts journey, and see where it takes her, right? But so far we're only 2 months in, I would say. So we'll just check in with it, check in on her at maybe a few weeks from now, see how she's doing, see where she's at. But this is what I want to do going forward. I want to just talk to people, see what's going on, see what they have to say, see what, you know. Preferably, I would like somebody that's a practitioner in the martial arts, and just have a little talk about life. Again, this was Hailees' idea. She just wanted to talk. Now, it's kind of cool because she gets to talk with her dad about something that he loves, right, which is martial arts. So it's rather neat. I'll try to get somebody on as soon as possible, and we'll just keep it going. Just keep trying to spread the good word of what we do and what martial arts does for people, and the benefits and all that good stuff that come with it. So hope you guys like it. I'll get back to you guys soon. I'll try to upload it as soon as possible and keep it going. Douches. Bye.